What is going on? All right, it is December the 29th as I'm recording this video. I hope all is well. Let's get a message for the collective and find out what is taking place at this time. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? What is going on in the energy? All right, so the first two cards we got coming out is see what's real. Observe with clarity, true insight lies beyond the surface. And release and renew. It says embrace the flow of letting go to welcome renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. All right, so I feel like Spirit is inviting you to see things deeper, to go beyond the surface of things and to allow yourself to release in order to receive, in order to step onto this new path, to embrace what's unfolding. At the bottom of the deck, we have unity blooms. Foster harmony and connection within your community, nurturing bonds that bring us together. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you're going to be coming to some realizations about your relationships, your connections within your community, close proximity. And you're going to be seeing what's real. You're going to be seeing the truth about where things stand with certain people in your life. And I feel like with this release and renewal, I feel like for some of you, these are relationships from your past that you may be open to repairing. And for others of you, I feel like it's coming to the realization about what you need to let go of and who you need to release in order for you to step onto the new path that Spirit, I feel like, is activating for what's more aligned with you. All right, Holy Spirit, so how is the collective being affected at this time? Let's get a card, a tarot. How is the collective being affected? All right, so we got the Lover's card coming out diagonally. For some of you, you may be receiving some type of approach from a loved one. You have some choices to make. You may feel like you're in a space where you're under pressure to choose. Marriage is significant. A wedding of some sort may be significant at this time. And what are you advising, Holy Spirit? All right, we got the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Standing in your boundaries and doing what honors your heart. Doing what honors the restoration of your heart. And that could look different for each of you. For some of you, it's going to be walking away. And for others of you, it may be a chance to restore what has been broken. But ultimately, the goal is, I feel like, rising above, and seeing the truth of matters is what I'm getting. All right, Holy Spirit, give us some angel answers. Any final message you have for the collective in regards to this energy? All right, we got Don't Stop, which came out in the challenge position on See What's Real. All right, so I feel like Spirit is saying to not look back. For some of you, there may be a little bit of resistance about seeing the truth of matters, about acceptance. But with this Don't Stop, I'm getting Spirit is saying to know what you know, honor what you know, keep going. We got Peaceful Resolution coming out face down. There could be some energy around people wanting to let bygones be bygones. There's a guilty conscience here. Or for some of you, you want a peaceful resolution, but you may not know how to begin again in this situation because there's a fear of things repeating themselves or something like that. At the bottom of the deck, we have a year from now and ask for help from others. Abundance. So this is giving me hope. This is giving me like, even if, the chapter is closing, 909 can be significant for some of you. Spirit is saying that new connections are coming in. For some of you, it's going to be next year. For some of you, it's a year from now. But I'm getting like, this is the turnaround energy. And the energies that are coming in are meeting you with abundance, are going to be on the timeline of abundance, where there's love, where there's alignment, where there's truth, where there's connection, and there's renewal. So all in all, Spirit is saying, don't stop, keep going on the journey that you're on. You're headed in the right direction and trust the journey, trust the process, trust that this is leading to renewal. Does it resonate? Whatever doesn't resonate, leave behind. Like, comment, share if you feel like this video may resonate with someone else. I appreciate you if you made this far, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.